I'm going to briefly run through with you how you can use Google Forms for various things in your classroom, but today I'm just going to focus on how to create a listening centre response form for your class. You could also use this kind of setup for your home reader station, feedback from maybe parents at an open night, assessment if you've got probably upper primary students, and other responses from your literacy centres. So you need to make a Google account. So you can just Google like Gmail and make a Gmail Google account. And then once you do that, you can log in and get into Google Forms. So I'm just going to press that there. It will open up with a new form. Up the top, you can put your title. So it's going to be Listening Centre. And then down here is where you pop all your questions that you would like to ask of the students. So usually the first one is, what is your name? Because when, I'll show you in a second, when it goes to the spreadsheet, you won't know which child has responded unless you put that question. What I do for my Year 1 students is they get to choose from a list. So I'll actually type their names in to make sure that they are popping it in correctly. If you've got more competent students that are really good with typing and it's not taking them a lot of time, you might like to get them to type it in. And the way you would do that is select text. So this is pretty much how you want your children to respond. You can also do multiple choice, scales, all sorts of things. So you decide. You need to make this a required question so that the children can't press submit until they've answered it. So we're going to add another question. So I might have had a literacy centre where they're listening to a book or buddy reading or something, and you want them to answer some questions to make them accountable during that time. So you might write, what was the main character in the story? And you can choose again how you'd like them to respond. I might just choose a text answer because might be giving too much away then if I give them multiple choice. You can choose whether this is again a required question and press done, and it will construct that for you. What you can do is, as you're creating your form, if you're wondering what it looks like, you can press view live form and it will pop open here, and this is what the children will see. Now it looks a bit bland and you might think, oh, I want to change the theme, so you can do that up here, press change theme, and down here there's all sorts of different designs that you can choose from, and it will make it just beautiful for you. After you've done that, to put it into a QR code, over here it says send form, and you'll need to shorten the URL, because what happens is when you've got a humongous URL or something with a lot of information and you put it into the QR generator, it actually creates a QR code that is quite intricate, and sometimes when you have QR scanners on your iPad, they won't pick it up as easily if it's really like a crazy QR code that you've got going on. So just press download and you can copy that, and that will then, when you scan it, link with the Google form. So it's all really quite cool and easy to do. The way that you get the responses of the students, I'll show you how to do that. So I'll just type it in. So I'll just press, so if my name is Bob and I think the main character is Hansel from the story, I press submit. It will say your response has been recorded, and then the way that I can see that, I go back to this page and press view responses. It will pop up in a second with a spreadsheet, and you can see which child has responded, when they've responded, and their answers that they've done. So it's really quite easy once you get going with it, and there's a lot of ideas for ways you could use it. I've only used it for a couple of things, but hopefully if you've got any ideas, you're willing to share them back with me. Just post on my blog or email me if you have any questions or feedback. So hope it works out for you.